Welcome again to Ask the Pastors, where you ask the questions and your pastors try to answer. Pastor Hypo, how long were the days of creation, or how long was each day of the first week of creation?
Well, Rick, there's a lot of different opinions on that in the church, and I know that there are real Christians who take a different perspective. So the first thing I want to say is simply because you might not agree with me, I'm not saying that you're not a Christian or that you're not a believer, but I do personally believe that it's very simple. I don't think, as I study the passage, and you really have to look at Genesis chapter 1 and a little bit of Genesis 2 to really get the answer, I don't see any good biblical reason for not adhering to the view that it's an ordinary human day. An ordinary human day. And I would say that for a couple of reasons. One is that we have the refrain evening and morning. Evening and morning. Some people will point out the fact, and it's true, that the word day can mean more than one day. For example, the Bible will say it was like that, until this day, or in that day, meaning in that time or in that person's, age or something. The Bible uses that kind of language. Of course it does. But never when it says, and there was evening and there was morning, one day. And there was evening and there was morning, a second day. And it's interesting, it doesn't say first day, second day, third day. It says one day. Then it says second day, third day. And so that ordinal use of number also in the Bible, if we look at the ordinal use of numbering the days, that is never figurative. We never have, a third day that goes on and on. And so to recognize those two things and then to see how God did each one of those things in turn, I think that, again, taking the Bible just for what do I think it's trying to say, not what do I want it to say, not what do I hear the people in the world or scientists saying, what is this scripture most likely saying? It seems to me it's most likely saying 6 ordinary days. And all the arguments against that, I think, are very simply answered. The God doesn't create the sun until the 4th day. How could there be plants? Well, first of all, plants can live one day in darkness. Put your plant in a closet for one day. It's going to be fine. Second of all, God created light on the first day. He didn't create the sun and the moon to give light, but he created light. There was light hitting the earth on day 1. And so, questions like that can all be answered from the text. So I don't see a good biblical reason to not accept the view 6 ordinary human days.
Very good, Pastor. Well, I think Moses would agree with you. In fact, if you want to see Moses' own commentary on Genesis chapter 1, go to Exodus chapter 20, verse 11, where Moses says, "In 6 days the Lord created the heavens and the earth and all that is in them, and rested on the 7th." That's it for Ask the Pastor. Thanks for your questions, and we'll see you again next time.